Sagardoshi and Kristina Partsinevelos.
I'll let you come forward and join me. I'm going to speak first, and then Sagar's going to go right after me, so just have a seat. What are you doing, Kristina? Why are you even doing an MBA? Have you heard of LinkedIn? Perhaps you just need to schmooze a little bit better. Don't you want to start a family? You know those eggs, they won't last forever. Dean Tefano, esteemed professors, Saïd staff that's sitting in the back over there, family and friends, and most importantly, the class of 2016-2017. Thank you for welcoming me to the stage to explain why all of those naysayers were completely wrong. Coworkers and friends alike both questioned my reasoning for dropping everything to move to a city I had never even seen before. For what? For 3 letters after my name? They felt it wasn't worth the investment, that I should be saving my money for my first property or maybe settling down with Mr. Right. Boy, were they wrong. Any expectations I had before coming to Oxford were completely surpassed the first day of class when I met my classmates. It is each and every single one of you that have truly made this experience. This school loves to quote how multicultural we are. 327 students from 57, 58 countries, it varies every day. But the stats can't even begin to do the diversity of this class justice. You've got Kin, she's sitting somewhere here, who's born in Malaysia to Chinese parents, but lived in Uganda and identifies as Canadian. You can raise your hand, Kin. I don't know where you are right now, but there she is. Or Adam from the US, who lived in Taiwan, is fluent in Mandarin, and is now moving to the Philippines. And it's not too often that the popular Scottish celebration, Burns Night, is organized by a Slovakian and an Indian. Yeah, you guys know where you are. But that's our class. We are a class not identified by where we came from, but by our shared passion, our accomplishments, and perhaps most importantly, our visions for the future. I'm sure you all know this because your children are here and we're all special individuals, but we aren't your typical MBA class either. Yes, we want to be successful. Yes, we want to make money. Yes, we will work in the best interest of shareholders. And certainly, we aren't shy, and we know this, we aren't shy to voice our opinions to a crowd. But this class actually cares about the way in which success is achieved. It is these classmates who organized trips to Slovakia or to Lebanon and made sure to include everyone. It is these classmates who set up groups to work on assignments and revise for exams. You've got Ben Young, who ran an analytics review class on the weekend, which was completely packed, even though he has a wife here and 2 children, and he too has to study for the exam, but he worked with us and helped us, and that's just one example. It is these classmates who also organized amazing events, such as the Africa Business Conference or Diwali, to just name a few. We understand that in order to succeed and prosper, we need to help each other out. A characteristic that sets us apart from other MBA classes. I'm sorry, I know you didn't go here, and there's a reason for that. No. I didn't just say that. But in general, I attended a conference in Berlin where I met many other MBA students, and several highlighted just how competitive and cutthroat their classmates were, rarely working together on assignments. To me, this is what distinguishes our class and other MBAs. It's that sense of community, cohesion. My classmate and friend Atherton, who's from Zimbabwe in the second row over there, used an analogy when we were teaching business students in Uganda just last week. He grabbed a chair and said, "See this chair? Pretend this is a chair. See this chair? We need to shake it now in this safe environment to make sure it's sturdy. and that the pieces won't fall apart before we sell it off into the world. He was telling the students that it's okay to make mistakes and be vulnerable in the safety of this community. That's how we learn. That's how we prepare ourselves for the challenges ahead. This sense of community extends beyond the classroom, whether it be rugby matches, college rowing, comedy acts, or even watching Constance's performance in a Greek play when most of us, including myself, don't even speak the language. We supported each other. During the MBA sports competition in Paris, where we competed against other European schools, this culture of cohesion couldn't have been more evident. It was this class that excelled in their sports and left other schools floundering, with the exception of Ollie's swimming attempts. I know that Ollie's parents or mom is there. The way we won first place overall was so characteristic of Saïd. We didn't need tryouts or endless practice sessions to make our sports teams. We were already a team. Probably the biggest challenge was not getting Vladimired by our fellow South African classmate Vlad. He can drink like a fish. That's what that was reference. And on top of this, we are responsible for Saïd's first mascot, the lion. A fine animal for a mascot, you would think, symbolizing strength and courage. But the truth is, it was the only costume Amazon Prime would deliver to Ben Redden in 24 hours. And I gotta say thank you to Amazon, because I think dozens of people in our class have been hired by them. Not me, but a lot of other people here. And now at the end of this 12 months, you may be reflecting on your time here, what you did, what you didn't do, and perhaps you are worrying about what lies ahead. A lot of us still don't even have jobs yet. But what you have done so far has worked. The gambles you made, the paths you've chosen, they worked because they brought you here. There are any number of business schools you could have chosen, but you chose Oxford. You chose Saïd. Whatever the reason was, it brought us all to the same place to experience something together. And now, for the hard part. Leaving this bubble that we all love to complain about. Returning to normal life. Trying to match what we experienced here, the intellect that we experienced here, at that perfect job in that ideal city, at that amazing salary. As you take this next big step, we have to remember not to be scared to take risks, fail, and move on. For if you risk nothing, you risk everything. And don't fear asking others for help. Remember, you now have 326 new friends who will be there to help you along the way. This is Oxford, and you are Oxford MBAs. Go with your heads held high. Thank you.